What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
It is better to prepare Valakordine for a conversation with the manager of a dealership today. The ruble has collapsed against the dollar and euro by about 50%. Logically, cars should go up in price by 1.5 times. It hurts, but it seems obvious. It would be like this without other negative factors, sanctions, failures of supply of components to factories and cars to dealers. Almost universal panic, or at least very bad expectations of the near future. In fact, prices in car dealerships have jumped from 50% to 100% depending on the brand and model, so that the offers of showrooms are now even further from the official price lists than they were in the last year and a half. And we used to complain that sellers were charging $300,000 to $400,000 for a set of mats and a net in a bumper. Lada Avtovaz has rewritten the price tags from March 1st. The increase ranged from 60,000 rubles for the classic Niva to almost 250,000 rubles for the Largus. Granta and Vesta in the new realities cost from 684,900 and 1,032,900 rubles according to the price list respectively. And such sums are frightening, though one should be ready for standard add-ons or just prices from the ceiling. Granta in a reasonably minimal configuration comfort is ready to give for 1 million rubles. Vesta in the basic configuration with air conditioning will cost from 1.5 million rubles. At the same time in the capital, Tahinkam said that there is demand and it has to be artificially limited. The quota is one sold car per day. In the conditions of complete incomprehension of the future, sellers try to stretch the available stocks and maximize their earnings. UAZ, the official UAZ website, no longer shows prices. Dealers tell the same story, the plant periodically updates the price list. The next version, they say, is expected just today. So far, Patriot with a manual transmission in a modest configuration comfort from the availability can be bought for 2.19 million rubles. With an automatic is not much more expensive, from 2.35 million rubles. As well as cars. Volkswagen, the German brand, also removed the recommended prices from its website. Places in the layout of pages, where before there were links to price lists, are now orphaned and empty. But full of section cars in stock. Prices in it have been corrected. Polo liftback costs from 1.83 million rubles in the poor origin version. The lion's share of 5-doors is estimated at 2 to 3 million rubles. For Tiguan they offer to give from 2.9 million rubles for the minimal with 125 horsepower engine and manual. Dealers, however, announced at least 3.5 million to 7.4 to 7.5 million for the top R-line with 220 horses under the hood. Recently, for such money after purchase of Touareg still gave change. Dealers in a personal conversation confirmed the correctness of such a wild-looking price. But they were somehow reluctant to talk about the sale. One of them even honestly admitted that they were waiting for more accurate prices from the representative office, which, to all appearances, does not seem to care about the whole situation at the moment. Skoda, the situation is identical at the related Skoda. Penza manager admitted that sales are at a standstill, they are waiting for a price list with actual prices. To call in this city I was prompted by information from the official website of the brand, according to which at the dealer there is a pair of Rapid for pennies at the present time 1.14 million rubles. The seller admitted that the cars are available, but after the resumption of trade he advised to focus on BR 2 million minimum. The vast majority of prices for cars in stock have already been rewritten. Richly equipped Rapid are hanging for at least 2.6 million rubles. Skoda Octavia on handle costs 2.7 million, with a vigorous 190 horsepower engine, from 4 million. Only it is not a fact that now they are ready to sell them to you even for these sums. Toyota, before calling Toyota, I gathered my courage. Even in the old days, dealers used to jack up prices mercilessly. What will happen now? The Japanese have rewritten the price range, but modestly enough. For example, Camry with a motor 2.5 ostensibly should cost from 2.9 million rubles and Land Cruiser 300 in the average version comfort. plus about 8 million rubles. The berries of reality are Camry from 6-6, 5 MLN, Cruisac from 16 million and up to infinity. But they offered a loan at a humane rate of 18 to 20% against the background of at least 25% at the others. And they promised to discuss the price during a personal visit to the dealership. Judging by the size of the markup, the sellers have a lot to move. But will they want to in the current situation? It is obvious that today, to achieve the closest to the recommended retail price, one needs very close and serious acquaintances. BMW, the Bavarian website, is a mess. There are no prices for some models, for others there are obviously old prices, for others, corrected. Dealers still have cars, but the prices are barricade. For happiness to possess Treshka today it is necessary to give at least 5 million rubles. BMW X5 starts from 11 to 12 million. The maximum for these models is twice higher. And now, a short story from life. A close friend, who was tired of driving an Opel Mokka, decided a week ago to jump into the last carriage and buy a new Outlander. From a dealer, which he was promised to sell for 1.6 million. The friend came to the car dealership and expressed his wishes. 1.2 million he would pay in cash, 400,000 he would take on credit. The credit was calculated quickly, but the payments, to put it mildly, surprised him. 5 years at 40,000 a month. That's roughly how he pays the mortgage. And where did he get that amount from? From their interest rate, insurance. By the way, the insurance, for which they billed 500,000, also included in the loan and, of course, calculated on it interest. The friend drove back in the same Mokka, and the last wagon left without him. Today's prices are not market prices, but pure speculative. The situation is unclear, suspended, so dealers try not to get cheap, multiplying the similarity of the recommended retail price by 2 or even 3 times. If you have not managed to grab a new car at old prices, now it is better to exhale and wait it out. Sooner or later the situation will stabilize. In the meantime, you can take a closer look at the secondary sector. Prices are rising here too, but not at the same rate. In conclusion, navigating the world of car dealerships today reveals a complex landscape where prices can vary significantly based on factors like demand, supply chain issues, and market trends. With average costs soaring to levels we haven't seen in years, it's crucial for buyers to do their homework and understand the true value of the vehicles they are considering. By staying informed and being prepared to negotiate, consumers can make smarter decisions and potentially save thousands. Remember, knowledge is power in this wild business of car buying. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more insights on navigating the automotive market.